Yeah, well, they are related, of course.
Are they related?
I believe
Because I wonder if life will just go on.
Yeah. Well, this is something which happens when you have a slowdown. I mean, at the global level, we're well into a slowdown. It's been going on for 18 months. The UK economy, like others, has also lost momentum. When we're looking at that and thinking how and when does it end, you can look at certain trigger points, you look at political events, you can look at trade, you can look at Brexit. But there's always one other factor to remember, which is people just get bored of being cautious and eventually decide that they have to get on with their lives. And it just happens.
At record levels in the market, they get bored of being cautious.
Well, we're not at
because
record...
the private investors, dare I say it, last one through the door very often on the upside.
Yes, but I think we're a long way from that when it comes to UK assets at the moment. In fact, all the survey evidence is quite the reverse, that people have given up on the UK as an investment destination because of the Brexit uncertainty. So I think there actually is a potential opportunity in the UK if that's removed with the Brexit resolution.
So just talk us through the breakout risks around some of the key UK assets. I mean, we've already climbed very steeply on sterling, 127.63 this morning, 128 flashing up yesterday with the height of some of the optimism. At the same time, we seem to be trapped around the 7,200 mark on FTSE. So what are the chances that we could see more of a breakout in the currency and also as a result the FTSE? Yeah, well,
if you look at where the pound is at the moment, I would say that it's sort of suspended between these two poles. You know, the highs in the post-Brexit referendum regime has been about 140, high 140s. The low has been 118, 120, but it could go as low as 110 or 105 if we've got a no-deal Brexit. So it's a big range, and we're in the middle of it. Yeah, you could deduce from that we've got about 50% odds of a no-deal Brexit. That actually those odds look too high today, don't they? You know, we've had considerable movement in the last few days. So if these talks do come to fruition, I think there's a lot of upside to the pound. That's a headwind, of course, for the FTSE 100 because we've got 70% overseas earnings in the FTSE 100, but we also have a section of that market which is been beaten down by Brexit uncertainty, the banking sector in particular. So you've got a bit of a push and pull in the FTSE 100, but I think it would rise as it did last week, but in a fairly muted way because of these counteracting forces. But the mid-250 section, which has a lower overseas earnings component, more domestic cyclicals in it, as we've already seen in the last few days, could have a lot more upside.
This is really important for all of our British audience. Okay, I'm sorry everybody, if you're international, you go and make a cup of tea or something, but if you're one minute, in fact you might, if you're a British investor where you make your money and get your huge bonuses, like Karen and I do, in pounds sterling, is there a stunning opportunity potentially from a Brexit deal because the international investor is looking at the dollar conversion, whereas the domestic investor, i.e. the pound, will go up? If we get a deal. That's the conventional logic, 135, 140, whatever it may well be. The FTSE mechanically will go down. For domestic pound-based sterling investors, is that a great opportunity or am I missing something?
Well, the first question is whether the FTSE would actually go down. I'm not sure it would.
No, the mechanics of the dollar on the pound versus the dollar, it would go down mechanically. Whether it would go down, I agree, is a more contentious issue. Yeah. But mechanically, would there be an opportunity?
Yeah, I think there is an opportunity for UK domestic investors. I mean, you've still got, the FTSE has its merits. It's got a high dividend yield, which is attractive to UK investors. As you say, it's in pounds in your pocket. That's a relatively...
Sorry, I sound like a Tory politician, don't I? Pounds in your pocket.
Well, I think it was a Labour politician, wasn't it?
Was it? I
Wilson, I think. But yeah, so you know that has its attractions. The real issue with the FTSE 100, though, is its index construction, and one of the things which has weighed on it in recent times is it's got quite a lot of global cyclical, what are seen as sunset industries, so miners and oil companies, where sentiment has been very negative. So that's also been a factor, and we shouldn't forget that. But I think there are attractions to the FTSE 100, but on a Brexit resolution, I think it will be that mid-cap section, the mid-250, which would be the better investment opportunity.
You're right, by the way.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.